And I guess speaking to your content, now kind of you've been doing it for a good amount of time. I mean, we can even go all the way back to the beginning of YouTube where you had tricking videos, but you've been on here
Mhm.
for quite some time. But
Mhm.
now you've been doing YouTube and Patreon for quite a while. And I kind of wanted to ask, like, what do you foresee yourself kind of continuing this for maybe the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. One of the things that I've often thought about is like with my audience, which is again small, but it's there. Um, I often think like, what's the best thing that I can do for my audience, and what's like the best thing that I can do as just an individual living in Japan in the world. And I've had different kind of thoughts about that over the years, but the thing that I continue to come back to is that okay, the Patreon content is good. I think that a lot of people can improve their Japanese through my Patreon series, but I think that and this sounds like really conceited, but I do think that the best thing that I can do, like most other comedians, I'm not really a proper comedian, but is just to do my best to hopefully make someone laugh maybe one more time each day.
Right.
Because I think, in my opinion, I mean, social media is great in many ways, but at the same time, it's kind of also, it brings out the worst in a lot of people in certain circumstances.
Right.
And online, at least, there's a fair number of people that are kind of like constantly at each other's throats. So I think that in that sense, the best thing that I can do online is just try and not take myself too seriously and just try and continue to tell stupid jokes about Japan and Japanese. And so I would, and I think that that's actually my number one strength as well. I think that, again, more than my Japanese ability itself, I think that my creative writing, specifically comedy, which is not the field that I initially wanted to get into, is maybe what I'm best at. So I should probably it'd be the best thing for everyone if I continue to pursue that.
Right, and we're all looking forward to it, us and our listeners included. And I guess now, kind of